Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you'll be watching this video. Now, guys, there is some disturbing trend that's going on, right? There are some, weird deaths that are being reported in the news. Now, I want you to listen to this story of 6 lives that were lost, basically, in paradise, right? Now picture the Maldives, a place the world knows as paradise. Crystal clear water, endless blue horizons, a dream destination for divers chasing beauty beneath the surface. But what if I told you that beneath that beauty lies something far more dangerous, something dark, something unforgiving, something that has now claimed 6 lives. This is not just the story of a diving accident. This is a story about risk, decisions, and the deadly cost of going too far. Because what started as an exploration quickly became a nightmare. And even the man sent to recover the victims never made it back. On May 14th, 2026, a group of 5 Italian divers entered the waters of the Maldives. They weren't amateurs. Among them were marine researchers, experienced divers, even a university professor and her daughter. People who understood the ocean, people who had spent years studying it. But on that day, they made a decision that would change everything. They chose to enter an underwater cave system. Now, cave diving isn't like normal diving. When you dive in open water, you always have an escape. You can go up, you can surface. But inside a cave, there is no up. There is only darkness, narrow passages, and a single path in and out. And if you lose that path, you don't come back. The group descended to approximately 160 feet. That's far beyond standard recreational limits. At that depth, everything changes. Your body is under pressure, your breathing changes, your mind can begin to fog. And then there's the environment itself. Inside underwater caves, visibility can drop to 0 in seconds. A single movement can stir silt, creating total blindness. Currents can pull you off course. Imagine this. You're deep underwater. You can't see your hand in front of your face. Your oxygen is limited and you don't know which way is out. That's the reality of cave diving. And something went wrong. We don't know exactly what happened inside that cave, but we know the outcome. None of the 5 divers came back up. When divers fail to surface, hope fades quickly. Search teams were deployed, but this wasn't a rescue mission. It became a recovery mission. And that distinction matters because recovery missions are different. They are slower, more dangerous, and more emotionally heavy. The goal is no longer to save lives, it's to bring closure. Now, enter the Maldivian military. Highly trained divers, men prepared for extreme conditions. Among them was Staff Sergeant Mohammed Mahoudi. He was a professional, a man who understood the risks, a man who went in Anyway, Mahudi and his team entered the cave system. The conditions were already difficult. Poor visibility, strong currents, deep, confined spaces. And yet, they pushed forward. Because that's what rescuers do. They go where others won't. They face dangers others avoid. But sometimes even that isn't enough. During the mission, Mahudi became ill. Reports suggest decompression sickness, and this is also known as the bends. It happens when a diver ascends too quickly. Nitrogen bubbles form in the bloodstream and the body begins to shut down. Now, despite efforts to save him, he passed away. Just like that, the death toll rose to 6. But this time, it was someone trying to bring others home. Now the questions begin. And they are difficult ones. Was this dive authorized? Some reports suggest it may not have been. Were the divers properly equipped? Cave diving requires specialized gear, guidelines, redundant oxygen systems, advanced navigational tools. Without them, the risk increases dramatically. Were environmental factors underestimated? The currents, depth, the cave complexity. All of these can turn deadly in seconds. Or was this simply a tragic combination of factors? Because sometimes it's not one mistake. It's several small ones stacking up, and there's no way out. Now, this story isn't just about the 6 lives that were lost. It's about something bigger. It's about the illusion of control. We believe that experience protects us, that knowledge keeps us safe. But nature, she doesn't negotiate. The ocean doesn't care how skilled you are. It doesn't care how prepared you think you are. One wrong move, one unexpected condition, and everything changes. It also raises a deeper question. Should recovery missions go this far? When lives are already lost, how much risk is acceptable? Because in this case, trying to bring closure created another tragedy. 6 people, all connected by one decision: to go deeper, to push further, to explore the unknown. But sometimes the unknown pushes back. The Maldives will still look like paradise. The waters will still be clear. Tourists will still come. But beneath the surface, this story remains. A reminder that not all dangers are visible, and not all adventures end the way we expect. If this story made you think, comment below. Should rescuers risk their lives for recovery missions? Would you ever attempt cave diving? And if you want more deep dive stories like this, hit me up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a share. Thank you for watching, and catch you on the next video.